gonna be doing the rear main on this engine because I'm not sure if it's leaky or not, and it's one of those things that's like, while you're in here, you might as well, instead of having to put all this stuff back on and then have it leak, and then, you know, need to get a new clutch because your clutch slips and it's screwed now. But yeah, I have the special tool to drive this seal in right here, and I can show you the dimensions and stuff if you have a lathe or a 3D printer. Because I don't think this seal is like super hard to drive in, so yeah, I was originally gonna do it with my 3D printer, but I couldn't find any dimensions for the tool, so I had to buy it. But yeah, later on in the video, I'll show you the dimensions and stuff, and it'll maybe be in the description, I'm not sure. But yeah, to get this off, 10, 10, all these 4 up here are 10s, and then these are 13s. So there are little recesses right behind here that I think I'm gonna try to pry on and pop it out real slowly so it doesn't drop to the ground, you know, and mess up this bracket, because I didn't get a new one of these like surrounding pieces. But yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. So I ended up getting this off with this big crowbar, and then I put it like under this one and then pried back because you don't have a lot of room. Like you can't, with this crowbar at least, you can't, you couldn't put it up here to pry or over there to pry because it would hit the trans tunnel. But yeah, it's out. So now it's time to change the seal. Also gonna be taking off this gasket too. Just wanted to make sure you guys do that. So I got the other seal out. I did that by clamping right here, like where I went off to make the clamp clean, and then clamping it to a table, and then like putting it off the table a little bit, and then putting this drift right in the little pocket, and then just whacking away, and it popped out enough to where I could get it out. But yeah, they're pretty stuck in there, so you're probably gonna wanna do it like that or some other way. I tried to keep this mating surface like as untouched as possible, so hopefully no scratches, but I don't know, should be good. Also, now that that's off, I'm going to start cleaning this thing with brake clean and like the gunk parts cleaner right there. Yeah, I want to get all of this brown out, and then after that, I gotta go clean in there, or I could put the seal in first, doesn't really matter. But yeah, so next step is cleaning this thing up. So this seal goes, has like a cup thing, and the cup goes down like towards the engine, and this is facing out. Then the the mounting face is on the bottom side, and then I'm gonna be using this tool, which I'll also be giving the measurements to for the people that wanna just make it for like the depths of these and then the diameters and stuff. But yeah, so this fits over that, and then you should just be able to so it sinks all the way to where this tool will hit the like outside part, and then when it's in, it'll look like that. So I got the seal in, it's right there. Then all of the measurements for this tool are right here for those of you with a lathe that want to do it yourself. But I got mine for 60 bucks. You don't need the handle, you just need the actual big round piece like this. But if you want to do it for cheaper than 60 bucks, here are the measurements. And then this line here is so the this outer ring doesn't hit this bottom part here, it misses it. So you do need to make a tangential cut right there. But other than that, yeah, those are the measurements. And then I'm just gonna be cleaning off this mating surface, and then gonna try to get this gasket, the oil pan gasket, as well as I can, but that's not super dirty. But yeah, I just gotta clean that off pretty good. Well, as good as you can get it. And then the gasket's ready to go on. Then RTV there, and there, and the seal can go back on. So now that I got a lot of that RTV gone, there's still some in the actual oil pan gasket, but I think I'd do more harm than good if I was picking at it with a razor blade and that rubber sealer. And then yes, other side, same thing. So now I'm gonna be putting this on just like that. And then line up with the dowels. I might need both hands for this. Nope, never mind. And this side dowel. There. So yeah, that's on. I don't know exactly why that hole's slotted, but for some reason it is, so if you know, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. So after the arguably longer job of getting all the old dried up sealant out of the way of the top of this gasket maker tube, I can put a thin layer up to about that hole on this side and up to about that hole on this side, and then I can put that on. I'll show you what it looks like before I put it in. So I messed up before. I was about to put this in. I actually had the RTV all on the bottom of this, and then I realized I needed this like guide piece that goes in here and like will slide off when you're putting it on. So I had to quit, go model that and 3D print it, and then come back out, and then I'm gonna put it on. I'll show you guys after I get it on. So I have all the gasket maker on the back here. I also put a little bit there and there to seal here and here, right in that little seam, there and there. And then I also have this 3D printed guide piece as well to help me slide it on there better. Because without that, the seal like won't go over this piece. I mean, you may be able to, but I didn't want to rip this seal, so I didn't do that. So this has been on here now for about an hour, which is recommended for the gasket maker to sit before you actually go to torque spec with these. So I might have already gotten a torque spec. I'm not exactly sure because it's pretty low. The these top 4 10 mils and this 10 mil and that 10 mil are all 7 foot-pounds, and then that 13 and that 13 are 16 foot-pounds. And then if you want to ensure that you got a good enough seal on this part, you can see, maybe you can see if I can get it for you. Can you see that little bit of red poking out there all the way around this corner here? That's it's a good amount of squish, pretty healthy amount of squish, so that should seal pretty good. And then that's a lot of squish, but that happened mostly when I was pushing the cover piece on, so I couldn't really help that. But yeah, that should be it for this.